Members, if you can, work your way to your desk, please. Members. Members, if you don't mind working your way to your desk, please. Representative Owen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, members. I'd like to ask for your attention just for a moment. We have beautiful weather outside. Come on. We have beautiful weather outside, and we're about to have a beautiful weekend. We'll all get to go home, most of us. Some of you will go fishing. Some of you will cook crawfish. Some of you will relax or go to ball games and just enjoy the weekend. And what we try to do on Memorial Day weekend is to reflect quickly on what Memorial Day means. It is not the first Monday of summer. Memorial Day is a holiday in the United States that commemorates the lives lost in defense of our country, of our great country. As we said a couple of weeks ago, this year, just a few weeks ago, marks the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II, or the end of the European part of World War II. It actually ended in the summer in August when the Japanese surrendered. And what we want to do today is we want to commemorate some of Louisiana's men who gave their lives in World War II. I have a couple of snippets. We've put together a couple of snippets of what these brave men did when they lost their lives. And look, we've lost a lot of people in war, a lot of Louisiana's sons and daughters. In World War I, we lost 2,100. In World War II, we lost 10,000 of our sons. In the Korean War, we lost 840. In Vietnam, almost 1,300. And since Vietnam, about 200 in various combat engagements. But World War II was an epic moment in the history of man, when literally liberty was in danger, freedom was in danger. And our sons and some of our daughters picked up and went. And I want y'all to hear what some of these men did. And all these were highly decorated. Some of them Medal of Honor winners, and one of them won the Navy Cross. So y'all bear with us as y'all hear about some boys of Louisiana.
We have Howard Walter Gilmore, a resident of both New Orleans and Grant Parish. In his youth, he was awarded the Medal of Honor for gallantry, thank you, and valor above and beyond the call of duty as the commanding officer of the USS Growler during a patrol in the Southwest Pacific in 1943. As commander of the submarine, Captain Gilmore led his boat sinking in a Japanese freighter, damaging another and evading constant attempts by the Japanese patrols to sink his boat. During the night of February 7, 1943, while surfaced, the Growler was ambushed by a Japanese patrol boat and damaged. Captain Gilmore was on the deck of the surface submarine. He manned the external machine gun and opened up on the first Japanese attacker. He ordered the Growler to dive safely and remained on the deck and ensured his sailors were safe as the Growler continued to its mission. He's lost his life on this night. The brave son of Louisiana buried at sea.
Douglas Fournette, Lake Charles, Louisiana, killed in action on May 4, 1968 in Vietnam. Lieutenant Fournette gave his life in a machine gun battle with Vietnamese regulars. He observed and alerted his team to an incoming ambush, using his own body to shield his men as he cut the wires to set off a booby trap. Protecting his team and saving the lives of 15 American soldiers, Lieutenant Fournette demonstrated gallantry and unflinching self-sacrifice to ensure the safety of his men and the tactical victory over the enemy. This officer is buried in Kendall, Louisiana. He was a graduate of Lake Charles High School and McNeese State University.
James Diamond, New Orleans, Louisiana, killed in action on May 14, 1945, during the Battle of Okinawa. This Louisianian displayed extreme gallantry above and beyond the call of duty over a 2-day period when he was instrumental in first identifying a sniper and then flushing out supporting forces in the jungle area ensuring the important destruction of pillboxes and machine gun nests that were inflicting great casualties on American forces. Though wounded in this engagement, he remained with his unit, and the next day volunteered to repair a bridge that American forces needed to advance. While leading a patrol to lead wounded soldiers out of the combat zone, PFC Diamond was killed, but not before ensuring the evacuation of his fellow soldiers. This hero is buried at Evergreen Cemetery in Gulfport, Mississippi. James H. Diamond.
Marine Corps Lieutenant James E. Marmont, Terrebonne Parish. On 4 June 1942, during a pivotal battle of Midway, 2nd Lieutenant James E. Marmont piloted a dive bomber in an attack against a Japanese aircraft carrier. Facing intense anti-aircraft fire and Japanese fighter opposition, he dove his plane to a perilously low altitude to ensure precise bomb drop. He did all this despite the withering enemy fire. His courageous action contributed to the critical U.S. victory at Midway, a turning point in the Pacific theater. Marmont failed to return to his base and was declared missing in action, presumed killed when his plane was lost. His citation reads, "Under conditions defense of this country, his gallantry earned him the Navy Cross, approved by the Secretary of the Navy, 10 November 1942. This son of Louisiana is buried at sea."
On August 1st, 1943, 2nd Lieutenant Lloyd Herbert Pete Hughes piloted a heavily damaged B-24 Liberator during a low-altitude attack on the Axis oil refineries in Ploiești, Romania. Despite intense anti-aircraft fire and gasoline leaking from his plane, he chose not to make a forced landing or eject, instead entering a blazing inferno to accurately and with precision drop his plane's load of bombs, inflicting significant damage on the refinery. Emerging with his left wing aflame, Hughes attempted a crash landing, but the fire consumed the aircraft, costing him his life. His heroic decision to complete the mission earned him a posthumous Medal of Honor. The heroic airman is buried at Fort Sam Houston in Texas.
Second Lieutenant Edward V. Lustelot, Army Ranger from Franklin, Louisiana. One of the first 50 U.S. Army Rangers. First American to die in World War II on Nazi-occupied territory on August the 19th, 1942. His memory has been celebrated in the town of Verneville-la-Grande-France since the end of the world of World War II.
One final thing, members. When I first got here, Ron Smith told me about this podium. We talked about this before. This podium is named after a guy named W.O. Noble. He was a member of this House who resigned his post and went to war. He was a commissioned officer and died at the Battle of the Bulge in 1944. He was awarded the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star for his heroic actions in combat. We have a lot to be proud of in this country, but there's a lot to be thankful for, and our thing I'm most thankful for is our freedom to be able to do this and to have a great country. So, Mr. Speaker, I would ask for a moment of silence to commemorate the lives lost of our Louisiana sons in war through the years.
Moment of silence, members.
Thank you.
Thank you.